Good morning. I am just getting breakfast ready. So today I'm just doing some steel cut oats. These are quick oats. If I start breakfast a little bit late and want to just make oatmeal really quick, this only takes 3 minutes to cook. Okay, that is done. It's so quick. And now I'm gonna put some berries in there. So I turn the element off. I'm gonna pour some berries in and put the lid on and let that just sit for a little bit. Look at that bubbling like crazy. So there's breakfast. Do you hear Wesley singing in the background? The kids will each have brown sugar and milk on their oatmeal. They also each have a vitamin, and then most of them have come this morning and grabbed a banana already because, as you can see, it is time to eat those bananas up. Doesn't that oatmeal look so good, Simeon?
Yep.
We're also having what, Charity? What are we drinking?
Apple juice.
Apple juice. This is breakfast.
But that's kind of fun because it's usually hot when I don't pour that much. And apple juice.
Let's talk for just a second about intermittent fasting. As you guys know, I've been doing intermittent fasting since, I want to say it was like August that I kind of started with it. So coming up on a year, like 3/4 of a year now. For the longest time, I have had my eating hours between about noon and 6 p.m. So that's where I eat. Everything else I'm fasting. So I'm not eating breakfast with the kids. Now, for the past month or so, I have been adding in breakfast. Right now, it is 5 minutes after 9. I have been having a late breakfast around 9 o'clock. After I get up at 6 and do a good workout in the morning, I had been able to make it till noon without eating and be fine. But I think maybe it's better for me to have something in the morning. I just think maybe just to kind of replenish myself after working out, maybe that is a good idea. So at 9 o'clock every day, I usually have some eggs or I have a smoothie. Most days it's a smoothie. So I know my full day of foods, I feel like I show you guys this like protein shake smoothie I have almost every single time, but it's 9 o'clock and that is what I'm having now to start my window of eating. So in here I have almond milk down at the bottom. I have 2 big spoonfuls of cottage cheese. I have some of these frozen berries, what was left in that bag after making the kids' oatmeal with berries. And then I also just have 1 scoop of this Now brand vanilla protein powder. So no carbs. I'm gonna get that all mixed together and quickly drink that before I then get myself a coffee and we start school. When Wesley hears the Vitamix, he comes running. Just a little drink. Oh, so full. Is that good?
Yeah.
And now it's time for coffee. I have my cream there just at the bottom, and then, oh, spilling. As I pour, I realize if I have enough cream or not, or too much. That's a pretty good amount. That is the right color of coffee for me. All right, we're just working on school here. Wesley needs a little snack. So, got him some Cheerios. Also, each of the kids had a couple of apricots this morning for a little morning snack too. Wesley, what do you say to Mommy for giving you Cheerios? What do you say? You're welcome, bud. Time to start prepping some lunch. It is 11:45, so we'll probably eat shortly after noon. We've had a little bit of a hard time eating before noon lately. I don't know why our school day kind of just keeps going. We're just finishing up school here now, but it is time to start lunch. I think we're all getting a bit hungry. I shouldn't have said I'm just starting to get it ready. As you can see, I've already kind of done some prep work, but I'm going to put these eggs into my bowl, whisk those all together. So we're gonna do scrambled eggs. I tried to chop up all these veggies really small so that the kids don't complain about them, but we've got some onions, mushrooms, and peppers. I also chopped up some ham, and then I'll sprinkle cheese on after. I am just planning to have the eggs, the older kids will have them on a tortilla, so it'll be like a kind of like a breakfast burrito idea. And then these are some leftover sourdough English muffins. So the younger kids, probably the younger 2, will have an English muffin with scrambled eggs on the side, the wraps, and then I'll have just scrambled eggs. Actually, I think I'm gonna make myself a salad as well. All right, here's our great variety for lunch. So we have our egg wraps here. The younger kids just don't do great with tortillas, especially Wesley. So they just have eggs on the side with English muffins. For myself, there's my eggs. I should have switched these bowls around because here's my salad, which is overflowing. I think I'm gonna eat that and then have a second helping of salad as well because I have lots of lettuce I want to use up. So I'll do that a second time over. Then I also just got out some raw veggies from in the fridge, so some carrots and celery. And then this is some homemade veggie dip. Sorry for all the background noise. I think I'm just gonna put this veggie dip onto my salad as well. The kids usually like to drink milk at lunchtime. I will have some water. All right, lunchtime. I am just having another coffee now. I do want to sit down for a few minutes and just enjoy this, but I did get out a couple of things ready for dinner because I really want our dinner to cook most of the afternoon, so I should be starting that right away. But for now, I've got my coffee and I just want to sit down. Wesley kind of nibbled on this until his nap time, but I want to sit down for just a few minutes and drink my coffee as I edit a video. It is now 2:30, just turning on some lights in here. So I'm starting this a lot later than I initially intended to start it, but I'm going to use my Instant Pot, and so this recipe you'll see as long as I have my meat cooked through, once I add everything else, it really just needs to be warmed up, so it'll be fine. It'll still be ready for dinner on time. Let me go, actually, I forgot to grab out my Instant Pot and then I'll show you my recipe. Here's my recipe. I'm making this taco soup. I made this for the first time years ago. That was like a month before Simeon was born. So this is in my mom got this for me a long time ago, like just after I got married, I think. It's just all slow cooker recipes. And so I used to always write down the first time I made a recipe, just to write down whether we liked it or not. So anyway, here's the taco soup I'm making. So simple. Even the last three ingredients here, the chips and cheese and sour cream, don't go in until after it's cooked through. So really simple recipe. I don't follow it exactly, but I do like to remember like how much sugar I'm supposed to be adding and stuff. So what I've got here, this is about 4 pounds of ground beef. When I bought this, I was too lazy to divide it up into meal-sized portions. So I am just gonna do some extra onions and cook up all this beef here on the saute setting of, oh dear, this is stuck. On the saute setting of my Instant Pot, and then after that's all cooked, I will just take half of it out and stick it in the freezer, and I'll have some cooked beef and onions ready for next time I want to use ground beef. So I'm going to do that first. That'll take a little while. And then I've got kidney beans, tomato juice. Here is my taco seasoning, some salt and pepper. I pulled my corn out of the freezer. So like I said, I don't really measure, but it will be about a double batch because I'm doing 2 pounds of ground beef instead of 1. I didn't get out the sugar. So once my meat is cooked, really everything else here just needs to warm up. And so that'll be ready in time for our dinner. I ended up adding a 3rd can of kidney beans. Beeping and music and everything going on. Okay, but this is what it looks like. This is gonna be a lot. Like, this is definitely gonna be probably 2 full meals for our family. So I have it set to slow cook now. So I'm gonna put the lid on there and then that will cook until supper. I also have this. Yes, I also have this container sitting here. I'm just letting it cool off a little bit before I stick that in the freezer. That is about 2 pounds of meat for another day. Elijah just put snack together, so everybody has some cashews, some peanuts, some raisins, and then everyone gets to pick one of these chocolate packets. Mine is the same. Wesley's up and ready for snack. Yes, would you like to take this? And then you can have some chocolate too, okay? There's your chocolate. Go bring it to the table and Mommy will open it in a minute. I just don't have raisins in mine, and I actually just finished off a big package of chocolates into mine, and I'm gonna have this one too. Elijah, the orange ones are the best. Have you ever had the orange ones?
No, this is the one that I'm gonna pick.
You're gonna try it? Oh, you're trying red or orange?
This.
Orange? Okay.
Yeah.
They are so good. Red is so good too. Hold on, that one's mine. You can have that one. Mine doesn't have raisins, it's boring. We just got home from a walk and I'm just gonna drink a bubbly while I get some cheese grated for our soup. Okay, I'm just getting out my ladle for this soup. Let's open this lid up and see how it looks. I mean, okay, it's not really gonna look any different than it looked a few hours ago when I showed you. It just wasn't hot at that point. So here is our taco soup. Smells really good, and this is one soup that the whole family likes. All the kids really like this soup. I mean, a big part of that might be because we have chips with this soup. These are the chips we have, these blue corn chips. Unfortunately, this is the end of the bag, so I'm probably gonna have to divvy this up to make sure everybody gets some. But we also have some grated cheese and some sour cream. And one last coffee as our evening kind of starts and we get kids ready for bed and stuff. Thank you for watching today. Please give this video, I feel like I still have supper in my teeth, maybe not. Please give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you next time.